What's up, YouTube? It's been a minute. Hi, here I am. Hello. It's been actually like a month since I've posted anything on YouTube, but I'm going to be updating you guys on the reason why. But I'm in LA right now. I'm in SoCal. So I just got to my hotel room, which is actually really cute, by the way. It's got like this little kitchen area. Like, they were thinking of me. So we got the kitchen area. We've got the little dining room. We've got the little lounge area. We'll just call it that. The TV. We got the bed. And then we've got the bathroom. Big bathroom. No. But I am here in Southern California because I am filming 2 new programs that I had designed for my Fit Plan app, for my app. So this one is going to be, it's a 30-day cardio shred challenge. So it's going to be the ultimate burn fat cardio only program. and then my second one is going to be like a strong and lean type of, I haven't come up with a good name with it yet. I've been trying to figure out a really good name, but basically it focuses on all body weight exercises and maybe stability bomb. So it builds core strength, back strength, overall body strength, because a lot of you guys are like, how do I build stability muscles? How do I build this? How do I improve this? How do I increase that? So that program is going to be a 30-day, and it's going to be a lot of core too. So and it only focuses on that. So it gives you guys kind of like a variety of things. So you got like a bulking program, you got a burning fat program, you got a cardio program, you got this, and I believe we're going to be filming my stretching routine too. So, and it's going to be a follow along. So I'm so excited about that. Just told me that, and I was really excited because I know how many of you guys wanted kind of like a follow along with the real time of the yoga or just stretching exercises. So we're gonna do my routine in there as well. Guys, I've been saying update on Instagram. You guys know that I got poison oak really bad this last week. It's actually a lot better. It's kind of drying out, but I had it everywhere, here, back of my leg. It was really bad at the beginning of the week. I had to go get a shot, a steroid shot, because it got really bad. I want to lay on the bed. It just feels so comfortable right now. So for me, normally poison oak, I can just kick it and it'll go away within like the first like 2 or 3 days. But this only got worse, and it's because I went on a hike and me and my friend decided to hop fences when you're not supposed to. And apparently I found out that a lot of times on these trails, they will purposely plant poison oak to be deterrents so you don't go off the trail. And so me and my friend were assholes and we hopped the fence. I'm an explorer, what can I say? So we hopped the fence, and because it is winter right now here in Northern California, all the poison oak bushes are branches right now. There's no leaves on them. So I know what poison oak looks like. And of course right now I don't know what the branches look like, and they're all budding, so that means the poison oak is a lot stronger than like later in the year. So I think that's why I got it so bad, and it literally, you could see the scratch marks of where I brushed against the branch and just that little so this was so swollen and it hurt. I couldn't sleep, and it kind of concerned me because it started going into, it was inside of here, and you can kind of see it a little bit right there, but it was inside, it wasn't on the outside. So I think it started getting in my system and it started popping up in random places, so that kind of concerned me, and I was like, maybe I need to go get a steroid shot. Never had that before, and literally within a couple days the inflammation started going away, the swelling went down, and now it's like kind of drying up, but it's still annoying, it still itches. Poison oak is an evil thing, and you guys saw that I had that on my face like a couple months ago, so, and I was able to get rid of that pretty quick, but this, no. I am feeling a little bit under the weather right now, a little sore throat. I had around a lot of people that were sick this last week. I'm kind of feeling a little bit drained and a little bit of a scratchy throat. I'm like, no. So I ended up buying a bunch of stuff, you know, to help me boost my metabolism. I will actually show you guys all the foods and stuff that I bought. I haven't flown in a long time. The last few times that I've come down to Southern California, I drove. So I flew today, which is, there was no way, the way I'm feeling right now, it would suck to drive. My armpit itches, so. Let's turn on some light here. Wait. Is that it? Is that all I get? Wait. That is not very much light. Okay. so you guys know by now that when I travel, I usually don't prep a lot of meals. I'll prep enough, and some, you know, to feed me through my travels. But usually when I get where I'm going, I go to the grocery store because I want fresh foods. So these are just some of the items that I got. It's gonna be a really busy next couple days, so I just wanted snacky, you know, things I could just crunch on, snack on. So these are the items that I got, so you can see what I do when I go to the grocery store. Okay, so I got myself a couple apples and an orange. So I've got some good stuff there. I got some cucumbers in here. I got some carrots. I just got their raw ones, not the ones that are soaked in bleach in those packages. So I just get these raw ones and I just eat these. That is fresh ceviche that they had, so I got that. And some more snacky items. These are the snow peas. I like to snack on these, so I'll have one right now. So snacky items here, bananas, I got lemon, usually to flavor things or put in my water. Tomatoes, because I love tomatoes so much. Strawberries, I got some of their fresh salsa, avocado. I got, there's like kale and spinach in here. Just a lot of kale and spinach, fresh there, some peanut butter. And I found these at Whole Foods and I was actually really interested in them. So it's living coconut yogurt. This one is just the pure one. Kind of excited about this. Yes, kind of excited. There's lots of billions of probiotics in there. It's living. It's living. I'm alive. I'm alive. I've never tried this yet, but I was just looking at the ingredients and I was kind of like, I like the probiotics that are in it. So we're going to try this out. So I'm actually kind of excited about this because this is like something you could make yourself, but being traveling and being that I'm not feeling good, the probiotics will help just with gut and also immune system. And then this is a vanilla flavored. So this one is just sweetened with the vanilla extract and stevia. So I'm kind of excited about these. If any of you have tried these before, let me know your thoughts. I'm gonna try them. I'll probably, you know, throw some fruits on it or something. So, and then I got my water, my pH water, because I like the pH water. But that's what I have for now. Pineapple. And of course I'll probably be maybe going out to eat at one point or something, but being that I'm going to be filming for like 8 hours straight, and it's going to be, I don't want to eat big meals and just like then go do a bunch of exercises and jump around. So I'm just going to have these things to snack on and, you know, just basically stay fueled with nutrient dense food. I don't have a lot of carbs here. I did bring my Carbolin, my carb drink. I will probably, they have down like a little restaurant downstairs. I'll probably get some of their sweet potatoes or something like that. Because obviously if you buy them at the little thing in the store, they go kind of yucky really quick. So I would prefer just to buy them fresh. And then of course you're not going to eat a raw potato. I mean, it's not going to be as good. So I'll just probably order my sweet potatoes. Super easy, you know, straight across the board, just get those, and that'll probably be my carb source for the whole time I'm here. You can't go wrong with sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I eat a lot of that. So, and maybe at one point I will splurge a little bit, so I'll share that with you guys. Try this coconut yogurt with me right now. Kind of tangy, very coconutty. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, it tastes like yogurt. It'd be really good with fruit. I like it. What's up, my YouTube peeps? YouTube family, I know it's been a while since I have posted on YouTube. It's been probably about a month. I know so many of you guys kept saying how much you were missing me and where have you been, like what's going on, and I hadn't done an update or anything like that because actually things got pretty intense the last month, and it's kind of to sum it all up, I needed to take a break you know, from, you know, a lot of stuff. YouTube being one of them, because as a YouTuber influencer, we share a lot of our lives on film, and you know, and the stresses and the pressures we get to keep everybody up to date, and that I want to say almost 99.9% of the time, you end up losing yourself and you end up not taking care of yourself. You have all these distractions, all these things you try to keep up with, and I kind of felt that way. You guys know that the past 6 months have been kind of rough on my personal life. A lot of things have happened, unexpected things you never think would go this way or that way. And I'm trying to be very optimistic and trying to be, my perspective on just the situation as a whole, and being, when one door closes, another one opens. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of something and you have to start over somewhere else. Sometimes it's just like closing, who you were, that person in that time of your life. You're just transitioning into a new person. You're blooming, and you got to let yourself, and sometimes it just makes you have to go through hardships and you have to go through some crazy stuff in order to make yourself in your relationships or your situation, whatever it is, more beautiful. You have to face these things. And I feel like a lot of deep-seated things surfaced this past 6 months, and it doesn't even have to have anything to do with my relationship. It just has to do with my own self. You hear a lot of people talk about, midlife crisis and things like that, and I don't think that there's a specific age and I'm just having a midlife crisis at this age. I think what happens to people, especially as we get older, a lot of things that we haven't taken care of in our life, or things we haven't done in our life, things that we know we should be doing and be either growing, experiencing, whatever it is, and we haven't been doing it, it hits you in the face. And I feel like that happens to a lot of people at one point in their life, and that's why they freak out, and they just, emotions, especially women and our emotions. And I felt like that's kind of what had happened to me. And I did my rooftop reflections, and I was sharing with you guys what I was experiencing, what I was going through, and how I was dealing it, how I was facing it. But then I came to realize that when I was constantly trying to film what I was doing and explain to you guys, and trying to just get it up there on YouTube, I realized that I wasn't taking care of myself as much as I thought I was, because of the distractions. Because I was like, I've got to film this video and I've got to talk about all this stuff, and then I realized that I didn't make any progress with myself. To be honest, I just was getting worse, because I was focused so much more on bringing content to you guys, and the things that I was doing to try to recover and try to grow, that I wasn't actually really putting 100% into the work on myself. Excited to get on the floor because you guys can see my face, and I don't want to take my hat off because it's lovely. I haven't washed my hair for a few days. So I did this post on Instagram a few days ago. I'll actually read it to you guys. So this came from this I had journaled down and jotted down, and then ended up putting it into form that went onto Instagram. Most of us are fighting a battle inside us that we are aware of or have buried so deep we forget it's there, until something happens and triggers it to all come to the surface. We take on and carry so much anger, hurt, and guilt and fear over the years. We've developed a habit of suppressing them and replacing them with things and people. It's easier to not face our upsets. We suppress them and we just move on, expecting them to just disappear. With good experiences can always come bad ones too. Instead of ignoring them, these are the times we should take responsibility for ourselves. Get to the root of our suffering, and face it. Take the necessary steps and actions to healing our past and present wounds. No one can fix you or help you if you don't help yourself first. Facing yourself and putting in the work will be one of the hardest things you will do. The habits you created to survive no longer serve you. Get out of survival mode, change your thinking, change your habits. Until you change these things, you will always recycle your experiences. Healing starts with you. Your happiness starts with you. Your inner peace starts with you. So that was the post, and I did it with this picture. You guys, I got a lot of really great feedback on this, and you guys really appreciated that, and that came from my heart. Because when I share a lot of things, it actually comes from what I'm going through in my own experiences, or things that I've experienced and overcome, things that I've learned that I share with you guys. And I feel like, you know, it all starts at childhood, how you're raised, you know, your home life, your family, the habits that you did in your family, how you communicated, how you loved each other, how you did not communicate, how you did not love each other, how you handled things. We learn those things as children, and those things, those habits, those ways, they carry with us into adulthood, and then we naturally revert to those habits and to those survival techniques that we learned as children in our daily life as adults. And we don't realize that a lot of times that these things that we used to do, they don't, like I said, they no longer serve you, you know. What you've been doing is no longer working for you. And I feel like, you know, especially this last year, just the combination of everything in my life that had happened, you know, I came to realize, I was like, what the direction I was going, the ways, how I was handling things, how I was, you know, facing things, how I was trying to solve things, weren't working for me anymore. And I was getting miserable and with myself. And you know, all of those things triggered a lot of past experiences, past, you know, upsets that have happened that maybe I hadn't even let go of, that I haven't even forgiven. And when something happens now in the present, they trigger those things. You know, I feel like a lot of deep-seated things came out that I pushed down for years, and you know, I feel like they just all came to the surface. They all came out. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. It's really hard for me because this is very personal, but I want to say about a month ago, things got really bad with me. Quickly started kind of trickling down into depression. And when I say that, I was, you know, sleeping not to be sleeping, because it was just easier not to deal with things when you're sleeping. I found that I was not eating very well. I was force feeding myself, and I was starting to give up on various different things like jujitsu, my martial arts, and just working out, just taking care of myself. And because I truly wasn't taking care of myself, and that's why I took a break from YouTube. I needed to get back healthy again, and it's the mental aspect. You know, we're all human. I'm human. I'm just like you guys. I have struggles. I'm fighting my own battles right now. You know, I'm in a very tough time in my life right now. I mean, you guys know that I, you know, was having a hard time about 6 months ago, but, you know, things don't get better just like that, even though we want it to. I know me being a Virgo, and the way my mind works, I want things to be fixed just like that, and they don't. And when they don't, you know, you get frustrated and you get upset. And sometimes when you aren't making any progress, we all know this, when we're not making progress, you know, it's discouraging. It's you know, you start to lose motivation. You start to feel like you're a failure. I'm huge on that. If I feel like I'm failing, I beat myself up, like, pretty bad. And I feel like, you know, I feel like I've had failed in a lot of areas, but you know, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We all you know, we take the wrong path, and we have to come back to the right path again. And none of us is better than the other. No one is more righteous than the other. We all make mistakes. We all have anger. We all have guilt. We all have struggles. We've all done our share of things and feel our share of things in this life. And you know, I think it's been really, really tough for me because I do have all of you guys, and I don't want to give up on all of you guys. I don't want to give up on myself. I don't want to give up on my friends and my family. I don't want to give up on Zach. I don't want to give up on anybody. That pressure, you have that pressure, and you put that pressure on yourself, and it's easy for someone like me to forget yourself. And I feel like I'm really facing years of forgetting myself right now, and finding self-love and self-compassion again, and being kind to yourself, that you do owe yourself love, you do owe yourself kindness. I feel like I did lose a lot of confidence, self-confidence. I mean, social media looks like, you have it all together and you're happy all the time, and sometimes I can pull it together and I feel wonderful, I feel great, and then other times I'm a wreck, I'm a mess. I ask that question, I'm like, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Why am I doing, like, oh my god, it's, and you literally tell yourself, I can't do it, I want to give up, I feel like it's never gonna get better, I feel like I'm never gonna make progress. And this goes for all aspects of life, and behind the scenes I'm human too, and I do have struggles. And even though I do, I try to be an inspiration and try to be as motivating and as positive as I can to all of you, there are breaking points for people, and I did hit a breaking point. And I think there was a period I didn't even post on anything for almost a week, and people were kind of concerned that I wasn't posting anything, but I just had nothing, and I knew that's when it was bad and that I needed to get help. And so I actually went back to see my therapist and my counselor, who had originally helped me and been there for me when my dad had passed away when I was 20. I've used her quite a bit over the years, but this last year I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. So I just started my therapy and my counseling just about a month ago, and I see her about once a week. But I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but I got a lot more clarity. Especially talking to somebody who is a professional, somebody with a non-biased opinion, who you don't feel like is judged, who isn't going to have that emotional connection with you, like if you're talking to friends and family. I could sit here and talk to you guys and tell you guys so much amazing things, but it's I need somebody to talk to me too, and that's kind of where I got to at that point. But it got pretty bad, and I'm just being 100% honest with you guys and being real with you guys, like how I talk about all the time, the distractions of the world and business and work and relationships and people, that we forget to like give ourselves real love. And this starts from the inside. It's not material things. It's not like, oh, I have the fittest body, I have the most money in the world, I have all these amazing clothes and cars. It has nothing to do with that. This has to do with, who are you in the inside, and are you proud of yourself? Do you love yourself? Can you sit with yourself and stare at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am so proud of who I am. I love myself. I don't need anyone or anything to complete that happiness. I can complete it myself. Can you really ask yourself that? Can you really ask yourself that and give yourself an honest answer? If you can't, that means there's some stuff going on inside that you've got to face and you've got to work on. And I truly feel like I am in a point in my life where I need to face a lot of things, and this doesn't even have to do with recent events. This has to do with things that have built up over the years. It could be past relationships, past things in your families, things that have upset you, have hurt you, that you have never truly forgiven and let go of, that you've just buried deep inside, and they carry with you all through your life, and they just build and build, and then something happens in the present point of your life, and it's like boom, it's like explosion, and you're like, oh my god, and you are hurting and you're angry, and it's so intense, and you don't even know why. You're like, you look at the situation and be like, it's not even that bad, but these are things that have built up over the years. And that's how I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's a lot of things I need to face and deal with right now, and it's been hard. It's been really, really hard. But as I've said, I'm determined. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. I want to be confident. I want to be able to look at myself in the mirror and genuinely answer myself and say, yes, I love myself, I am proud of myself, and I am happy with myself. I don't need anyone or anything to fulfill that for me. You can sit by yourself and have a person or a thing or whatever cross your mind and it not upset you. If a person or a situation crosses your mind and you get upset about it, you need to deal with it. That means you're not over it. If something like it can cross your mind and it's just crosses your mind, no big deal, then you're over it. You've dealt with it. I'm learning a lot about myself right now. You know, I truly feel like I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm I'm a woman now. You know, how far I've come in my life, you know, where I'm going in my life, the goals I have, the long-term goals I have with, the business that I've built, the success that I have. I need to take care of myself so I can continue what I'm passionate about. You know, what I experienced a month ago was I was almost to the point of giving up everything. That's how bad it was. And, you know, it's disappointing to, you know, when you think about yourself that, you know, us as humans, we can get to that point and we let ourselves, no one else does it for you. You do it yourself. And, you know, nobody in this world can help you until you help yourself first. You can complain and you can keep living the same, you know, recycled experiences and keep living the same hurts and anger and just the same habits and how you deal with things over and over again. And you're just gonna keep repeating it, and it's never gonna get better. You have to help yourself. And I knew that it was at a point where I was like, you know what? I was like, you know, I'm always there for so many other people, but what about me? You know, and that's why I decided I needed to go back to therapy. And I can't thank my counselor enough that I've already gotten a lot of clarity with a lot of things, and I've made a lot of improvements. I'm feeling myself pick back up again, and I'm getting that glimpse of I can feel good again on my own and by myself, and it's motivating. It's just like anything, you know, when you can start getting that little glimpse of progress, you're just like, and you just want to keep going. And I'm very determined, and I want to get through this. And but I'm not going to be replacing it with things or people. Again, not rushing back to, you know, into a relationship with Zach or rushing into a new relationship. I'm working on my relationship with myself, and it's one of the hardest things. It is, because it's not easy, you know, to face yourself. And I just want you guys to know that it's okay if you are going through something right now. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel embarrassed. You know, we're all going through something, and it's okay. Do something for yourself. Take care of yourself. If you have to only focus on you, do it. You guys are not alone. None of us are alone. We are all going through something. We're all experiencing something. And, you know, I know you got it in you. We can do this together. We can get through this. That was the reason why I have been absent from YouTube, because I really needed to focus on myself. I needed to get myself back on track and, you know, get myself healthy again. And sometimes you have to separate yourself from, you know, certain things. I mean, there's some things you can't, and then there's other things that they're okay to put on hold for a little bit. And I knew you guys would understand. With that, I also have a lot of other stuff on my plate. Obviously, filming for Fit Plan app, taxes right now. And also figuring out what I want to do with my gym, because you guys know that me and Zach were partners in owning the gym, and so we're kind of like figuring out what we want to do with that as far as, you know, making it better, you know, like growing it. There's the stresses and the responsibilities of owning a gym and a supplement shop. And with that, you know, reconstructing and reconfiguring, there's a lot of work with that. And then also I am getting ready to leave the country April 1st. I'm going to be gone for a whole month. And this trip is actually going to be a solo trip. I'm gonna be going by myself. Actually, my mom's gonna come for a week. I paid for a ticket for her to come for a week for her birthday. But this trip's gonna be for me, and it's gonna be like a spiritual trip. It's gonna be for me to kind of take a mental vacation. I'm gonna be filming YouTube videos and doing pictures and stuff like that. But it's not for work. It's not work required. I'm not being flown there to work or doing anything business related. This is for me. I am going to Thailand. Actually, to the husband and wife that you guys will meet them later in my YouTube videos. They live over there. They are good friends of mine and Zach's. Zach went to Thailand about 6 months ago, and that's who he stayed with. So they've been trying to get me out there, so I decided, all right, I'm gonna do this. So I'm going by myself. My mom will be coming for a week, but I'm gonna go by myself to Thailand, and I'm staying, I think you say Krabi. I think it's Krabi. I think I said that right. And I'm just going to experience the culture. I am actually going to be training traditional Muay Thai. So I'm going to just, you know, add on to what I already know with my Muay Thai training and progress. So I'm going to be doing a lot of Muay Thai training. They have like an outside gym, so I'll be doing that as well. So I'll be filming all of that with you guys. But I'm really excited about this trip because this is going to be something that's going to be for my body and soul. I'm gonna get a lot of clarity with a lot of things too. Like I said, a mental vacation, like my counselor called it that too. A mental vacation, so I can just, you know, separate from all the stresses and the you know, the habits and routines for a little bit, and just kind of disconnect and you know, reconnect with myself. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, there's just been a lot going on right now, and I had to back off a few things, you know, and obviously I kept up with a few other things, and you know, I have all my clients and client programs, all my Fit Plan app clients, and so it's a lot of stress, you guys. I mean, sometimes I'm like, how have I even done it? Like, us as human beings, we're amazing. When we actually put our mind to things and we do things, we can do some amazing things. You know, I never want to leave you guys hanging or give up on you guys, but I had to take some time to myself and, you know, get in a better place before I even recorded this video and explained it to you, because I was not okay. I had my work cut out for me though. I just want to thank you guys, you know, for all the love and support that you have given me over the years, going through everything with me too, you know. And I know since I first started everything, I've definitely have changed a lot. I've grown a lot as a woman. You know, my passions have changed, the things that I've gotten into has changed, and you know, and I feel like as of recently I'm getting more into really, you know, understanding myself, you know, spiritually and humans, you know, just, you know, what we, you know, the things that we go through in our life and the things that we do, why we do this, why we do it that way, why, you know, how we deal with things, and something happens, why we respond this way, why we react this way, and then it doesn't turn out exactly how we wanted it to, and why. And, you know, I'm really wanting to understand that, instead of, you know, being so distracted by all the things of the world, like actually coming back to the root of you and the root of your own suffering, you know. Why are you suffering? You know, why, you know, and why it's so bad. I just really want to connect with myself and understand myself as a woman, and just as a human being. And you know, I want to be at peace with myself. I want to be happy. I don't want to have to depend on anyone or anything to make me happy. You know, it's easy. It's easy for us to replace, you know, our own happiness with things and people. It's very easy, and there's a lot of that in this world. And you know, we either jump from relationship to relationship trying to find that happiness when it always starts here. We buy things, and we material things, and do money and this and that, thinking, oh, it's gonna make us feel better. We get that temporary high. We're like, oh, it's something new, but eventually it wears off, you know. And it's, you know, majority of us don't want to face ourselves. I know, I did that for a really long time, but I will be doing YouTube videos. It's not that I haven't stopped. I needed a break, and you know, it's okay to take a break as long as you need to. Don't ever let anyone make you feel different or that you can't. You need to take a break for yourself. You need to take a break from anything that you can. Do it. I'm telling you from my own experience, if I hadn't have taken the break from YouTube this last month and gone back to my therapist and my counselor, I don't know where I'd be right now. It probably wouldn't be good. So I knew what I needed to do, and I needed to do it, and I did it for me. So I'm just sharing that with you guys and sending that out there. That's okay. You know, I'm sending you love and power and strength, positivity. I love you guys. Mwah. And I'll see you soon.